Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcast for April 15th, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, we've been following the developments in global geopolitics, particularly the meetings between Chinese President Xi Jinping and other world leaders. These discussions have emphasized the importance of safeguarding multilateralism and international cooperation, which is crucial for maintaining global stability and security. Secondly, we've been reporting on the escalating tensions in Iran and their impact on global economies, including the UK. The war in Iran has sparked debates over defense spending, with the UK government facing pressure to increase its allocation amidst economic struggles. This situation highlights the complex challenges of balancing public spending, defense investments, and social welfare. Lastly, we've been covering the controversy surrounding Pope Leo XIV's calls for softer rhetoric on war, which have been met with criticism from President Donald Trump. The Pope's message of peace has garnered widespread support, with many defending his right to speak out on issues of peace and war. This story raises important questions about the role of religious leaders in speaking out on political issues. These stories represent some of the most significant and complex challenges facing our world today. As we continue to monitor these developments, we'll provide ongoing coverage, analysis, and insights to help our listeners navigate this rapidly changing world. Good night. Now, for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and shall know it's right now. Firstly, tensions are rising between the United States and the United Kingdom as negotiations over trade and diplomacy face significant challenges. We'll continue to monitor the situation and provide updates on the implications for both countries. Secondly, a devastating boat accident in the Andaman Sea has left hundreds of people missing, including Rohingya refugees and Bangladeshi nationals. The international community is urged to strengthen funding and solidarity to ensure life-saving assistance for those affected. Lastly, Kanye West, now known as Ye, has postponed his concert in Marseille, France, due to concerns over his past anti-Semitic comments and songs. This incident raises important questions about the limits of free speech and the responsibility of artists to promote respectful and inclusive messages. We invite you to share your thoughts on these stories with us on social media using the hashtag AIDailyPress. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. We've had an exciting week in the world of finance, with several key stories making headlines. Firstly, we saw a significant development in the global commodity market, with multi-commodity exchange shares surging due to a broad-based rally in commodity prices. This uptrend is largely attributed to increased trading activity on the MCX platform. In other news, Life Insurance Corporation of India announced its first-ever bonus share issue since listing in May 2022, making the stock more attractive and accessible to retail investors. Meanwhile, Grau, a leading retail brokerage platform, received a buy rating from BofA Securities, with a price target implying a potential upside of around 25%. But the big story this week has been the impressive first-quarter results from banking giants, Bank of America and Morgan Stanley. Both institutions reported profits soaring and revenues exceeding expectations, with Morgan Stanley outmaneuvering its rival Goldman Sachs in fixed-income trading. These developments suggest that the big banks are adapting well to the current economic landscape, navigating challenges and capitalizing on opportunities. However, we must maintain a cautious outlook, as the global economy is inherently unpredictable, and external shocks can still impact even the best-run banks. We'll continue to monitor these stories and bring you more analysis and insights in the days ahead. Good night, and good luck with your investments. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, we looked at the recent Artemis, the second mission, and its implications on our collective enthusiasm for space exploration. With over 121 million interactions on TikTok and 6 million likes on Instagram, it's clear that the mission garnered significant attention. However, there's a lingering sense that many people simply didn't care, or didn't know how to care in today's fragmented media landscape. As we navigate this complex emotional terrain, it's essential to acknowledge that our perceptions of space exploration are inextricably linked to our individual experiences and generational perspectives. Secondly, we delved into the world of extraterrestrial caves and their potential for supporting life beyond Earth. Researchers have been studying unique environments on our planet to better understand how they might exist on other worlds, such as Mars or moons like Europa. The use of advanced robots and spectrometers is driving innovation in fields like astrobiology and planetary science, with the ultimate goal of detecting biosignatures, signs of microbial life that could indicate the presence of more complex organisms. Lastly, we touched on the challenges and opportunities surrounding Blue Origin's New Armstrong program, which aims to return humans to the lunar surface by 2024. With private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin pushing the boundaries of space technology, it's an exciting time for space exploration. However, as we strive to make humanity a multi-planetary species, we must prioritize inclusivity, education, and a deep understanding of what drives our shared passion for exploration. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Speaking to you from the world of professional sports, where contract negotiations can make or break a team's chances at success. This is Howard Close speaking, and tonight we're discussing several developing stories in the NFL as teams prepare for the upcoming draft. In our first story, reports are emerging that multiple players could be on the move, with some surprising names being floated as potential trade candidates. The New Orleans Saints are rumored to be considering a trade involving fan-favored running back Alvin Kamara, while the Los Angeles Rams are reportedly weighing their options regarding wide receiver Davante Adams. We're also following the delicate situation between the New York Giants and their star defensive tackle, Dexter Lawrence. Talks between the Giants and Lawrence's camp have broken off, according to sources close to the matter, with significant implications for the team's future. Additionally, we touched on a unique partnership in the world of sports, where the New Orleans Saints are rumored to be considering a trade involving fan-favorite running back, Alvin Kamara. Lastly, in other news, the Chicago Bears are said to be open to trading quarterback, although no official announcement has been made. The Seattle Seahawks, on the other hand, may be looking to deal one of their defensive players, with a surprise name being mentioned as a potential trade candidate. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curel.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we reported on the devastating situation in Haiti, where a series of challenges have led to widespread unrest and human suffering. We discussed the complexities of the crisis and the need for international attention and support. Next, we shared an inspiring story about Jerry, a business leader who has demonstrated that true success is built on relationships, generosity, and community engagement. His approach to leadership serves as a reminder that lasting impact comes from intentional connections and a commitment to leaving communities stronger than we found them. Lastly, we covered the tragic death of social media influencer Ashley Robinson, known online as Ashley Janae, who passed away during a trip to Zanzibar with her fiancé. The mysterious circumstances surrounding her death have left her family and followers seeking answers, and we've been following the investigation closely. These stories highlight the complexities and challenges of our world, from humanitarian crises to personal tragedies, and the importance of empathy, transparency, and community engagement. We'll continue to follow these developments and bring you updates as more information becomes available. Our thoughts are with those affected by these stories, and we look forward to bringing you more in-depth coverage tomorrow. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. First up, we talked about the importance of cleaning those toys. And by toys, I mean the ones in your bedroom, folks. In all seriousness, it's essential to prioritize hygiene and safety when it comes to intimate activities. So, take a few minutes to clean those toys, and remember, a clean toy is a happy toy. Next, we dove into the magical world of Hollywood with the announcement of Practical Magic 2, starring Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. The iconic duo is reprising their roles as sister witches, Gillian and Sally Owens, and we couldn't be more thrilled. With an all-star cast and a promise of even more magic, this sequel is shaping up to be a must-see. Last but not least, we tackled the topic of TVs, specifically, how those gorgeous display models in stores might not look so great once you bring them home. It turns out that store mode or vivid mode can make your TV look, well, less than perfect. But don't worry, darling. Adjusting your TV settings to home mode or cinema mode can tone down the brightness and color saturation, giving you a more natural picture that's easier on the eyes. Stay sexy, stay safe, and don't forget to adjust those TV settings. Now for the latest in nature and environment. Here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we explored the innovative world of sustainable building materials, where architects are turning to eco-friendly alternatives like mass timber to reduce carbon footprints. This shift towards greener construction methods has the potential to significantly mitigate climate change. Next, we delved into the complex issue of wildlife trafficking, specifically the trade in live ants. A recent case in Kenya highlighted the need for responsible stewardship of our planet's biodiversity, as the demand for exotic species can drive over-harvesting and disrupt delicate ecosystems. Lastly, we dove into the realm of paleontology and state symbols, where the megalodon is on the verge of becoming Maryland's official state shark. This iconic creature has captured the hearts and imaginations of many, and its designation as a state symbol will not only promote awareness about fossil history, but also inspire future generations to appreciate the natural world. These stories remind us of the intricate relationships between human activities and the environment. As we continue to explore and understand our planet's wonders, it's essential that we approach these issues with nuance and respect for the natural world. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.